Yo, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be showing you why you need a personal brand and how to build a personal brand in 3 steps. So stay tuned.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
If you want to get more views on your YouTube gaming channel, go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter right now. When you go over there, you'll get to this page and you'll be able to discover the secret to getting more YouTube views with a free chapter of my book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness. This free chapter will teach you how to use video SEO to bring more views to your gaming videos, how to make your videos rank on the first page of YouTube, and how to build a YouTube gaming channel that grows consistently. So definitely go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter and start growing your YouTube gaming channel today. Yo, what's going on? I'm Jay Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better. And first of all, if you've been following my channel, then you're probably weirded out right about now because I'm not wearing my signature robe, which is part of my personal brand. If you didn't know, it's part of my uniform. I'm not wearing it today because it was in the wash and now it's drying, so you know, I can't wear it. I had to go take out the bin, so wearing clothes. And I was going to record this as a podcast, but then I was like, you know what, might as well just make it a video and maybe I'll turn it into a podcast after. I'm a bit iffy about that sort of stuff, but maybe we'll see if we just turn the audio into a podcast, depending on how many times we reference things that you may have to look at. If you have to look at anything in this video, this won't be a podcast. But basically, I want to talk about why you need a personal brand because I think it's so important for you. And we're going to talk about how to build a personal brand in 3 steps. Should have included that in the intro. Actually, going to actually make that intro right now. So we're going to be right back. Okay, we got that out of the way. This is the nature of filming. So first of all, why do you need a personal brand? And I'm going to be targeting this to specific types of people. First of all, 9 to 5 type of person. If you've got a job, you've got a stable job, stable income. Stable job is debatable. You don't know when your boss is going to fire you. And that's why you need a personal brand. You need a personal brand because having a personal brand will give you leverage. It will give you so much leverage. Let me give you a quick story about how a personal brand helped my wife. Now, my wife was working her job at, I don't know if I want to tell, you know, fuck it. She was working at Topshop, yeah? She was piercing in a specific shop within Topshop, and I was telling her to get on this YouTube grind, to put out a bunch of videos and whatnot, because I knew it would help build her personal brand and help her in the future. And she was a bit iffy about it. She was like, oh, I don't want to do that because, you know, some people in the piercing industry might see it and they'll be like, oh, you know, they might not like me and they won't get any job. Basically, that's the kind of thing that she'll say. Not verbatim, not quoting her verbatim. So if she watches this, she'll probably say, I didn't say that. Okay, you didn't say that, but that's what you basically was saying. You were whining and shit. So she was whining, saying, you know, she didn't want to do it because she was scared about what other people might think of her videos and think of her and stuff like that. But the thing is, yeah, the thing that's so important is you do what you want where you're popping. In the wise words of future Vandross, you do what you want when you're popping. When you build a personal brand and you can build an audience and you can show people that you have an audience of people who care about what you're doing, care about what you're saying and that sort of stuff, and you have influence, people who don't like you, they can't do shit. The market decides at the end of the day. If people are purchasing your services, they're purchasing your products, they're putting their money where their mouth is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if anyone doesn't like you. It doesn't matter at all. Like, people don't like you won't make a difference, because people who are actually in power, who've got their brain screwed on or got their head screwed on, will care about the results. When you can deliver results, you can do what you want within reason. Although, let's be honest, sometimes not within reason. If you looked at the recent Hollywood scandal, that's not so recent, but, you know, Harvey Weinstein, I think he was bringing in results. So they let him do what he wanted. Now, that's terrible. It's terrible. But them's the facts. This is the cold, hard world we live in. So do what you want within reason. Like, do what you want in terms of what you want as a career and say what you want. But, you know, don't sexually harass anyone. Please don't do that. So basically, if you got a 9-to-5 job and you build a personal brand, first of all, you'll make yourself more valuable straight up, so you can negotiate a better price for your services, you can negotiate a raise, and you also give yourself more opportunities when it comes to getting a new job. You give yourself more opportunities because then people will be like, yo, you've built this thing, I'll pick you over the other people who are applying for the job, which actually happened for my wife. She went from her Topshop job to apply for another studio, which she's loving right about now, and I think there were a few people who applied for, I don't know how many people applied for the job, but people applied for the job, and I think it was between her and another person. And I also believe that the person who owned this studio was going to give the job to both of them. But then eventually, like, my wife came out on top, like, pow, because the personal brand was popping. Like, she's got like tens of thousands of views on her videos. She's got like over 100,000 views on some of them. She just hit over like 1,500 subscribers, probably going to hit 2,000 at some point, and she's consistently growing that. She's built her own shop online where she's selling her jewelry and stuff, and she's got a real brand. She's not just coming begging for a job or begging for a place in the studio. She's got a real business and she's building that, and she's got her personal brand on top, which actually makes a lot of difference. So definitely start building that personal brand so you can get that leverage and you can make yourself more valuable. Second up, if you're a YouTuber, I'm going to specifically be talking to YouTube gamers, as I think, you know, most YouTubers, they want to come into this thing straight up being a personal brand, and it's not going to work that way. You've got to deliver value first. But you should also be thinking about your personal branding and how you want to be seen for the long term. As you know, look at people who have built great personal brands on this platform, like Philly D, and well, in terms of gaming, PewDiePie did gaming for ages, and now he's doing whatever he wants, and he's able to do that because of his personal brand. And I think it's just so important to basically, you have content that you capitalize on trending things, you capitalize on the game that's out, you capitalize on all that sort of stuff, but at the core end of it, you want to build that audience that cares about you, cares about your thoughts and your opinions, and that's what you do through the hub content. And both of these things are very, very important. Definitely check out my video on how to how to create a content plan that works if you want more information on that. Third of all, small business. Now you may think, no, I've got a small business, we got a company brand, why the hell would I create a personal brand? It's all about the company. I want everyone to think that we're bigger than we are. No, not good. People want to buy from people. People want to feel like they can talk to someone. Now, I personally don't like dealing with services and products which seem super large and seems like I'm not going to get any good customer support. Customer support is so very important, and if I know that I'm dealing with an actual person that's actually behind this thing, then I assume that the customer support is going to be better. And when you put maybe your CEO or your founder or, you know, the face of your company, when you have like an about page and you make things about that person and they're putting out content on a regular basis, it builds trust. It builds trust with your consumers. It makes us know, like, and trust you, and then we're more willing to do business with you in the future. If you're just saying, yo, I'm XYZ brand, or we're XYZ brand and we're gonna bring you X, everyone's doing that. But if you say, I'm John Smith and I've worked in this industry for 25 years or maybe 5 years, I've worked on this for 5 years, and I had struggles. I had the same struggles you had, and I learned how to change those struggles with this software, and I learned how to do it, and I created this software that I wish that I had when I was in that position where I was struggling, and now I'm using this shit every day, and you can use it too. Way better, way more appealing, because it's got a story behind it, it's got a personal story, it's got a face to the brand and all that sort of stuff, and that's gonna sell a whole lot more. So personal branding, very important. And also, if you build a personal brand as a small business, then if that business fails, or if you want to do something else in the future, you can just move to that. You can move to that because you've built a personal brand with people and customers that are going to move with you from project to project, instead of just being loyal to this specific company. Very important. So we've talked about why you need a personal brand. Let's talk about how to build a personal brand in 3 steps. First of all, you need a mission statement or / story. You need something that you clearly stand for and something that you clearly do not stand for. For example, I'm going to use myself as an example. I believe in being better every single day. That's why I say I'm teaching you how to be better. I believe in making yourself valuable. I believe in putting in that work, long-term thinking, and going through the struggle and having a reason why you're doing this stuff. I believe in all that. I do not believe, I highly disbelieve in people who want to get rich quick. I don't like that. I'm not out here. If you want to get rich quick, I'm not for you. If you want to take shortcuts, I'm not for you. If you're not willing to put the work in, I'm not for you. If you're not willing to learn and invest in your education and put the time in, maybe put some money up to invest in your education, as that lessens the time, I'm not for you. But if you are, then, I'm for you, as I said before. So you have something that you stand for, you have something that you stand against. This gives you a great way to create community around your brand, to have that us versus them mentality, which is very, very powerful. Trust me, it's great in terms of marketing. For example, for my ARC servers, my ARC servers are clearly for mature players and not for salty squeakers. So mature players will come and they'll enjoy my server, but when they see a salty squeaker, they're like, get that out of it. We don't like that. And it creates that mob mentality in a good way. So that's what you want. You want people to be able to come around a common theme, a common subject, a common cause. You want people to easily be able to identify whether they care or align with your beliefs, or whether they're on the other side and they don't align with your beliefs. And you want those people to get weeded out really quickly, and you want those people to keep it moving. So that's what you need. You need that, or you can have a story, which you should have both, to be honest. A story is when you just tell people how you got to the place that you're at now, why you're doing what you're doing, and the reasoning behind it. And that will generally incorporate your beliefs, what you don't believe in, and that sort of stuff. So, for example, I grew up poor. I grew up with, my mom's not a super hard worker, let's be real, and my peers not super hard workers either. And everyone around me was like, go get a job, don't try and do this business stuff. They didn't say don't try and do this business stuff, but they was like, go get a job. That was the thought process there. And when I started out on YouTube, didn't have a clue what I was doing. Like, I got lucky a few times and I realized what worked through using that data and reverse analyzing and continuing to do that and continuing to learn every day and become better. And I learned what worked. That's why I created my book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness, to show people what I learned and how to actually build a YouTube channel that grows consistently. You get more views and subscribers forever, and how to build a real business around it. Because when I first came to YouTube, I came in thinking I'm going to make money off AdSense. That is the way you make money on YouTube. And a lot of people, they're ignorant to the fact that there's other ways to make money on YouTube as well. And they come to it thinking I'm going to make money off AdSense. So I've made this book to show people you can make money other ways other than AdSense. This is how you do it. This is how you grow your channel. And that's why I created that. That's why I create content around that. I also create, gaming content and all that sort of stuff. But that's the reason why I created that specific business. I could tell you why I created the ARC PS4 servers business and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not going to waste your time. I think that example was good enough. So, second, you need visual branding and tone. So how do you come across in your videos? Now, I don't give a shit. I'm usually wearing my robe. Honestly, earlier on in this video, I tried not to swear. I just did a video on how I make money online, like how I make 10 ways to make money online. And I tried not to swear in that. Fuck it, we're going back to swearing. I am trying to tone it down a little bit so that these videos can be played in schools and stuff, but I don't think schools are going to be giving people information on how to build your personal brand and how to make money online, because they just don't care about that. They want to turn you into factory workers. But my tone is very, very casual. I'm very real. I'm very blunt. and straight to the point, and I'm very pragmatic. My visual branding is I wear my robe, my black robe, usually not wearing this. I've got, my green screen that doesn't cover the whole thing. Like you can see my wall over there because I don't give a shit. Because, if we move over here, oh no, that's not the camera. How far can we go? Yeah, you can see the rest of my room if I do that. So, my green screen isn't big enough, but my visual branding, the colors that I use with my branding are red, black and white. I like black and white because it's very, very clean. It's very straightforward. It looks very professional for me. And the red, it makes it pop a little bit. I love those colors. That is my branding for pretty much everything. Every business I create, every brand I create, I use those colors. I use those 3 colors. I think you should use no more than 3 colors and focus on those. That's why I'm wearing my black robe. I've got a green background because I'm a YouTube gamer, and it makes sense for me to have the green background because we generally use green screens. I could have had a white background if I wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. I used to make videos on a white background, but it's really not necessary. So I incorporate what makes sense for the target audience that I have, which is generally YouTube gamers. For this video, I'm hoping YouTube gamers watch this video as well, but I think more business savvy people will be watching it, and I want to help YouTube gamers become those business savvy people. Like I really want that for them, because a lot of people they're in this and they don't know what they're doing, and I want to get that information out there. So, your visuals, the types of things you have in your videos, the types of content you're creating on Instagram, the tone, like how are you going to be presenting this content, or how are you going to be presenting yourself? Is it going to be like a really straightforward professional tone? Are you going to be a little more conversational with it? Are you going to try and be witty and funny? What are you going for there? Very, very important. And you want to be consistent with this across your platforms like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that sort of stuff, your website, your about page, everything. You want to be consistent in tone, consistent in visual branding, consistent with the colors that you're using. Don't just mix and match every time you create a new graphic. Keep it consistent so that when people see your brand, they understand it's coming from you. That is very, very important. It's going to help you a lot. Step number 3 is content. Create content. This is like the most important. Is it the most important? I think it's the most important. The other ones definitely do help. It will help actually turn people who watch your content into people who want to be subscribers, followers, customers, that sort of stuff. But content, like, it doesn't work without content. It doesn't work without content. I mean, it does to a certain extent, but content really is the fuel that fuels the fire, but behind your personal brand. Like, it really, really is very, very important in terms of showing people that you know what you're talking about. For example, I make a bunch of content. I make a lot of content on various different things, and I show people that I know what I'm talking about, and then people realize that I know what I'm talking about, and my actions speak louder than words, and then I don't have to tell people that I know what I'm talking about because I've got the content there that shows them. The proof is in the pudding. And it's so important. It's so important. You can make content in a variety of different ways. You can do written content, blog posts, Twitter. I wouldn't count Twitter as content, but you should be putting content on Twitter as well. But like blog posts, you can do audio content, you can do podcasts, or you can do video content. Those are the 3 biggest ones. So, have a YouTube channel, make videos on there. So you do video content, written content, or audio content, and focus on one. Get really, really good at that. Have 100 executions on one, and then you can think about branching out into the others. I don't suggest you start up 3 at once, and I don't suggest you start up 2 at once. I think you should focus on one. Whichever one you're most comfortable with, do that, and do a bunch of that. So, for example, I could just do video all the time, but I'm bringing in the podcast because I like doing that, and it's pretty much the same as video, just without the visual thing. I just talk into the mic. And I really don't like doing written stuff, but sometimes I do. I don't mind it, but it's not where I'm strongest. It's definitely not where I'm strongest, even though I wrote a book, I got my wife to edit and all that sort of stuff, and she edits my blog post. But I want to give that off to someone else, to be honest. I want to hire someone else to do that eventually, and I really just want to focus on the video and the podcast. So I'm doubling down on 2, and then now and then I'll put out a blog post, because it is good to have written content and to be able to deliver your content in different ways where different types of people are able to consume it, or it's more convenient for them to consume it one way over the other. So yeah, pick what type of content you're going to do and push forward. And when I say push forward, I don't mean 1 video a week. I don't mean that. I mean 5. I mean 5 videos a week. Even if you're saying there's no way I can do it, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because you can make 5 easy to shoot, easy to edit videos every week. You can do that on the weekend when you're not working or doing whatever normal thing you do. Or if you're unemployed, bruv, you got no excuse. Do 5 videos every week. 7 if you can, but I think that's a bit pushing it. That's a bit much. Everyone shouldn't go for the everyday thing straight up, because I think that'll burn you out. But 5, I think that's so reasonable. 3 minimum. But 5, you can just do tutorials about stuff that you're knowledgeable about. You can talk about your industry. You can talk about what you want to be known as an expert in. Hopefully you've got actual knowledge there. You're not just blagging it, and you can give information and you can help people out. And once you help a few people out and they're like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for this video. Thank you. Can you please make a video on this? Because that'll help me out a lot. Bruv, it's like, you can't see that. I'm putting drugs in my veins right about now. That's what it's like. It's like, come on. It's addictive. It's addictive helping people and realizing that people are getting value from your content. It makes you want to wake up in the morning. It makes me want to do these videos. It makes me want to make more podcasts to help people and show them, yo, do this, it's going to help you out. And then they're like, oh my God, I did this. It helped me out. Oh my God. Thank you. Can you make this other video? And then before you know it, you've got a laundry list of videos that people want you to make that you won't have the time to get around to, but you try and do them. So you never run out of content ideas. And some people will be like, they'll watch the video and they'll be like, oh my God, this was a great video. I understand that you know so much about this, but to be honest, can't be bothered to do it myself. That actually looks long. Maybe I'll just hire you to do it for me. And then you know what? Multiple revenue streams. You're making more money. You're doing a service. You're selling a product. Happy fucking days. So those are the 3 steps to building your personal brand. I think in terms of content, 5 a week is going to help you a lot. If you like, after 100 videos, you can do 3 a week. Like right about now, I'm aiming for 3 a week, but I'm probably going to put out like 5 and stuff. But when you're starting out, I think you should go super hard, do as much as possible, because then you'll just get better. You get better at creating content. You'll learn how to do it in a more efficient way, and you'll build that skill a whole lot quicker than if you're trying to do 1 a week or something. That'll take forever to get good at it. So you get good really fast, and then you maintain it. And you consistently keep on uploading content. And then the videos that you made a year ago, people will be finding those, being introduced to your content. And some of those will rank if you know how to rank. I've got my course on how to do that. They'll probably learn about it after this video ends. I'll have the post roll or whatever, but link will be in the description. And you'll prove that you know what you're talking about. When you do 100 videos on something, people realize you know what you're talking about. They look and they're like, okay, this guy did 100 videos in this, and they all make sense. And he clearly knows what he's talking about. I believe him. When you've got 5, people will be like, maybe it was a fluke. Maybe he kind of knows what he's talking about, but I don't really know. When you got 100, they're like, okay. No one else has 100 videos on this particular niche down topic. No one else has 100 videos on how to surf for mothers over 40. This person has all those videos. They must know what they're talking about. They must know how to help me, an over 40 mother, surf these harsh waves. I don't know about surfing and shit like that, but that was just an example of a very niche down thing. You do want to niche down as well. You don't want to be too broad, as it will just be harder to stand out if you're being too broad. You want to be really specific with the type of people you can help and the type of thing you're good at, the expert, the basic situation and the area that you have your expertise in. You need to think about, who are you? What have you been through? What are your experiences? And How can you help other people who come from similar backgrounds, who are dealing with the similar types of problems that you were able to solve throughout your life? And now you know how to solve those problems. How are you going to be able to deliver that to people who are similar to you? I think that process, those 3 steps, definitely help you build your personal brand. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Of course, also have the hub content, so vlogs and stuff, and just showcasing your journey in your content, as that will help people be like warm around to you as a person, and that will help boost your personal brand even more, because then they'll care about you as someone who provides the information, and they'll care, and well, some people will care about you as a person who is doing this stuff and who takes the time out of their day to provide this information and that sort of stuff. And that's how you really build a great community. So I hope this video helped you out. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what other videos you want me to make, or if you got any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try and help you out, especially in the first hour when this video comes out. So become part of that notification squad so that you can get involved in the conversation ASAP every time a video comes out, as I do stay in the comment section for like an hour. And yeah, thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video, where I'll likely be wearing my robe. That's my uniform. I will have a video on why I wear the robe coming out soon. That will be a vlog. It'll probably be interesting. You'll probably like it. Peace out. If you want to learn how I got over 23,000 subscribers and millions of views on my YouTube gaming channel, then you are in luck. Sign up to this free course right now. Link will be in the card, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. In this course, you will learn the best way to write your video titles, tags, and descriptions to help you rank on the first page of YouTube. It's simple when you know what to do. I'll also show you a hack that will help you choose the right key phrases and help you create videos that can rank and get views no matter what game you play. Stop struggling to grow your YouTube gaming channel and start doing what works. Click on the link in the description, or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. This course will not be up forever, so get in there as soon as possible. I hope to see you here soon, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey of turning your passion into your career.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.